Hello guys, today I'm going to do a movie rant on the sequel to the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie from 2023. This one is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 from 2025. Directed once again by Blumhouse Productions. This movie took place after the events of the first movie from 2023. But I hear that this movie got some really terrible reviews from critics. It bombed at the box office. But even though I like the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie, the movies are not good. The fans don't really like the films. They don't really like the movies like I do. I'd say they did like the first movie, but the second one had some really harsh reviews and they don't have the same designs of the animatronics like the first movie. It has some different design. It doesn't have the same ones like from the first movie. Also, some new characters for like the sequel. There's Michael Afton and Caroliette. And that science teacher guy. Oh, God. Oh my God. Haven't you? No. Curliat. Yeah, Curliat. Look, this is the big new character for the movie. And look at this puppet. Look. Also, there's a new villain in the movie. There's a new bad guy in the movie. It's Michael Afton, the son of William Afton. Yeah, he's an officer who works at the pizzeria restaurant, even though it got destroyed. But even though the animatronics are still in the town. And there's big secrets more in this movie than the first movie. There's a lot of big secrets. But I do agree with the critics that this movie is legitimately awful. So before I do a movie rant on the sequel, let's jump into the plot without getting further too much away. The film starts off with a flashback from back in 1982 when the pizzeria restaurant originally was run, the Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant. And we see the young girl named Charliette. Charliette was in the hangout in the pizzeria restaurant. And she saw this boy getting kidnapped by this guy dressed in a Springtrap outfit. And so she tries to tell her parents, including the strangers, but of course nobody pays attention to her. And then, so William isn't really in the sequel. He just only appears like in the flashback, and that's he only appears in the flashback. Oh, God. And and also, so Charlie goes to rescue the victim from William Afton. He goes to rescue him. And she goes on screaming and angry. Then William Afton kills her and makes her like an animatronic, like what happened to all the animatronics in the movies. She becomes like the puppet that you saw in the big cover of the film. She becomes the puppet that you saw like in the teaser trailer. Sad. And so then after this flashback, we jump out to 20 years later, and so we jump to 2 years after that Mike Skimmett and his friend Vanessa Cheli and his daughter Abby Skimmett had after having the same events from the previous movie, they've been hanging out back home. Well, Abby still misses her friends, the animatronics from like the first movie. Remember, the original animatronics were broken. And so Mike just talked to Abby that he will fix animatronics. And so then she goes to school while this science teacher is some really lame guy. He's some really like whiny little. He's some mean teacher, right? Yeah, this guy is a mean teacher. He is very. He's like a mean teacher. That's right. So the science teacher was. Mr. Berg! Yes, this teacher was really mean to everyone in the classroom, including to Abby. He was mean. This teacher was rude. Because William Afton, he wasn't even like in the second movie, right? Yeah, that's right. Then Abby hangs out back home. Then Mike gets ready on her date to meet to meet and Vanessa. So while they're hanging out on the date, Abby heads to the restaurant to look for her friends. Of course, she doesn't find them, and then Mike heads there, and then they head back home, and then she finds like this. She finds like this phone call, like this phone from the animatronics, so that she can come and find them. And so it's like she got a message from the animatronics, and then she made this science. She made this toy. She made the science project, but the teacher doesn't like it, and he destroys it. No. And this is like Oh my god. And then she ends up back home, and then these people, these customers, head to the restaurant, and the Charliettes animatronic kills them. So that Vanessa has this dream about her dad, William Apton, when she had a confronting with her father, right? But her dad really isn't really in this film. Yeah, he's only in the first movie. He's only in the first movie. He's not in the second one. The first movie had a full appearance, and the second one, he, God, the first movie really appeared at the beginning, and then he appeared in the climax, cause he controlled the animatronics. Remember? Yeah. And then in the movie, Abby used the drawing so that the animatronics they can remember that William had killed them. And so now, so Abby heads back to the pizza restaurant, and then she meets up with her friends. But look, these new designs are really awful. They are super terrible. Look, I show you the new design. The new design for the animatronics. Look, remember how they looked like in the first movie? That was really cool design. Let's see now. There. They don't even look like the ones from the first movie. Yeah, that's how they look like. They don't even look like the ones from the first movie. They look really, really harsh and very cringe. So Mike meets up with Vanessa, who tells him that the animatronics are in town. Oh, okay. And then Abby begins hanging out with the animatronics. That's right. And then at school, one of them like Chica freaking kills a science teacher. Like at the beginning of the movie, in the flashback, they had this kill scene, and then these three customers they head to the restaurant and have another kill scene. Now here's another kill scene. And so then it says later during the night, the animatronics start attacking in people's houses. And And so Mike was at the pizzeria restaurant using his computer to deactivate everything to undeactivate the animatronics. Of course, it didn't work. And remember the security guard, the police officer that we saw at the beginning of the movie? He's revealed to be the son of William Afton, the guy from the first movie. He revealed his name was Michael Afton. And Vanessa never told Mike that she had a brother. She never even told him about that. And she even told him about like her past and all that stuff, that she was involved in all that stuff. Vanessa tries to beg Michael to stop, but Michael refuses. And so these new animatronics, they also are attacking until the old animatronics from the first movie, they all start coming and attacking. And then Golden Freddy reveals that they can no longer stay in their bodies anymore. And so that they're gonna go to heaven now. Oh my god. Oh yeah. It's done. Oh my god. And so Mike leaves the house and he warns Vanessa to stay away from them. And he tells her that he does not trust her. And that's forgot in the movie that Abby got possessed by Charliette. And so now the one who gets possessed is Vanessa. Yes, it's Vanessa. And so that's how the movie ends. So, what did I think of the movie overall? Overall, I really hated this movie. I really hated it. I hated this movie from start to finish. This movie was awful. Oh, that's right. Charlie is a pivotal character in Finance of Freddy's as the daughter of Henry, Emily, co-founder of Freddy, Fazbear's Peace in the Spirit, possessing the puppet animatronic. There's written an article about her. It's how Charlie X looks like in the game. And, yeah. Oh, Yeah, that's basically. So, first of all, strike one. So first of all, strike one. Why did it make a sequel? Like, who was this made for? This is honestly like the sequel that nobody had ever asked for. That nobody ever asked for. Nobody. Like the first movie, people didn't even like the first movie either. And people didn't even like this movie either. So probably these people aren't so good at making the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was terrible for me. The first movie was really good. This movie was bad. So, the characterization in this movie is bad. It's terrible. The story is bad, although the backstory is really good. The backstory. It's good to see some new characters like Michael Afton and Charlie Etz. I love the design of the puppets and all that stuff. But those are the only good things about the movie. And also this movie had a weak antagonist. Had a terrible antagonist. Yeah, Michael Afton. His role in the movie is terrible, along with Charliette. Like, what happened to William Afton? What happened to him being the main villain of the movie? He says that he will always come back, but instead of doing that, they decided not to have him in the movie since he died. And also, the special effects in this film are really awful. The visuals are really, really bad. The editing in it was terrible. The background is awful. The direction is aimless. There is no direction. No direction. And also, the structure in it was bad. The pacing in it was awful. Steaming in the film was really terrible. And also, the CGI in the film was really awful. And also, the size of locations in the film looked really awful. And also, I thought the climax battle, the ending was really awful. And also, I hated the new design of the animatronics. The design for the animatronics were so terrible. And also, the cliffhanger of the ending was terrible. When Abby got possessed, when Vanessa got possessed. Like, and so that's it. The only good things about it is that it's a good thing we have new characters and that stuff, and that's it. This movie gets 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. A big letdown. A big F. F tier. F tier. Really bad. Big bad letdown of the trilogy. So that's it for my movie rant on Final Fantasy Freddy's 2 from 2025. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And again, as always, don't forget to like and comment and here and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys until next time. And goodbye, everyone. See you soon.